fail mode. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Boo! Oh, Joe, let's raise this camera because her head's getting chopped off.
Okay.
And I
That's
think.
my front camera, though. But let's just at least get.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not that one.
That's
It's
not
this
that one. It's this one.
one. This one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm off
There we
my
go.
camera, just so you know, babe.
There we go.
On my camera right now, I'm a little delayed, so
All
I'm
right,
just
so
gonna...
I don't know if there's anybody in the chat because we had a forced update on my audio interface that shut down all my computer audio shit. We've been fucking with it. That's why we're running late, and I can't figure it out. I have nothing. I can't play.
It's
any
pretty
instruments.
frustrating.
I
but...
can't record the beautiful guzheng back
I
here.
know.
Bei Bei
Welcome,
was in the
baby.
house.
Thank you for being here. Oh my God.
You can hear it from her mic and my mic. Maybe that's all we get. Hold on, let me raise this one. There we go. We had Bei Bei in the house.
Yes, baby. Thank you for coming
And,
out.
I don't have cool
Everybody,
sound
thank you
effects.
for having me.
I know.
Yes,
There's no
well,
frogs.
There's no froggy. There's nothing.
Oh,
we got
man.
no audio except for our mics, which run through a different system. So, unfortunately, this was going to be an awesome show, and I don't think we're going to be able to do it. But
Yeah.
even through her mic, you'll be able to hear this amazing instrument called the guzheng, which Bei Bei is a master of.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There it is. When I switch to the FX30, we get nothing. So nothing's working today. Hey, happy Friday.
Oh, boo.
Fuck yourself.
Oh man, here we go. This calls for tequila. No, I'm just kidding.
Is anybody even in the chat room?
I don't think so yet. I don't see any. Mine's
We
like
don't
super.
usually start till
Well,
9,
mine's
that's
super
why.
delayed. Also, I was trying to tell you that.
Well, I can pull up the old. Let's say hi to a couple folks, and then we gotta.
Oh, Angela just came in. We got Karen. Thank you guys for chiming in. I don't know if you guys got the memo, but we're having major technical difficulties.
Major technical issues.
Fingazz had to do an update, and it has shut us down. But we have Bei Bei here, who's amazing, and I never know how to say it. It's the gon. How do you say it?
Guzheng.
Yeah, Fingazz is always better at, you know.
So is that the
it.
proper pronunciation with the tone up?
Yes.
Guzheng.
Yeah. Guzheng.
Guzheng.
That's
See, we've been to China several times.
Several times.
Actually. Only Beijing, and we got to get a basic understanding of how difficult Mandarin.
What up,
Right.
Angela?
And I don't know if Cantonese is the similar.
It's even more difficult.
It's more, I heard, yeah. But the tones, like you could say how.
How?
Wow, good.
I told you he's so
It's
good.
music,
He
it's
is so
music.
good.
It is musical.
Yes.
So, like, that means 4 different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I always just say guzheng, but it's not the proper way. It's guzheng.
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 Yes.
Ah,
Wow.
it sounds like
So,
a bell kind of thing.
What's crazy but cool about the language is that it's very musical, right? Everything has a tone, like a bending tone or a straight tone. So it's that's why I feel like I could connect to it. I feel if I applied myself, I could.
I think you could
learn
too, for sure.
Because of the musicality of the language. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I like
but
it.
you made some Chinese pop songs, right?
Well, I was gonna
I
say.
did.
Some Chinese pop.
Well, that's where I met you.
Oh yes, that's
Because
right.
of Jike Junyi.
Yeah.
Yes,
Summer.
Summer. Let's
I
get-
was
shout
introduced
out.
to you by I think the Swana player. Is that how I met you? Swana
I
player.
think you got a referral recommendation.
Because I think I found him first, and then I
Okay.
said, "Well, what about guzheng,
Yeah.
and then you introduced me to the erhu,
Yes.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
and we did that on her record.
Oh, you guys got to play
it was
some
an
of your
amazing
guys'
song.
songs if that's possible. Can
Well,
you
the
still?
thing is, all the audio is going through the audio except for our
Oh.
microphones. So
Oh.
everything they hear is going to be either from the mics or
Okay.
they get nothing. Like
Yeah.
our whole audio system shut down.
Well, we'll have to put
Yeah.
some links or something later if
It's
we
a
don't get it
bummer.
figured out.
We'll have to maybe redo this. At
We're
another
gonna just
time
have
or
to keep her
something, but
overnight
Yeah.
and wait till. I'm just kidding.
Nobody's in the chat. I don't know.
Yeah, I told you Angela and Karen are in there right
Well,
now.
I mean,
and
even
mine's
if they're not in
like,
the chat. There's probably people watching. They're lurking back there.
well, I told you I'm a little
Um,
delayed, so my chat. I think my chat's working up to speed, but I'm.
And then Angela just said they sound further away. Yeah, I mean, our whole thing is not working right.
Oh yeah, so
Who
you.
is they? Angela, text us back.
Well, see, I didn't get that message because I think I don't know something's going on with my computer too.
Well, your
Oh,
mic
here's
is pretty
defective
low.
detective
I
right
don't
here.
know why.
No, here she is right here. She's telling me what's going on. She's texting me.
Alanis is probably loud.
Yeah, she said, I'm the
Yeah.
loudest and clearest on the feed. They sound further away. You sign mic, they sound in the background.
This is
We can't do the volume there. I need to turn it.
Thank
over
you,
here.
Angela. What's up, Carlos? Carlos says, up fingers.
Switch.
oh switch. Okay.
Logan in the house.
Logan Flat. What's up?
And Logan said, what up, baby? What up, art girl?
Hi. How about right now?
Yeah. Now you're
Okay.
gonna be loud. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
All right, there we go.
Thank
I
you
just
for
have a
the
loud
switch.
ass voice too, dude. I'm not a stud.
Yeah. Well, we got, now, Baby's mic is the hottest.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Angela.
So, if you guys just tapped in, we had my Universal Audio interface made me update firmware and everything right before we went live, and everything went to shit. So we have no way to play music from my system. All we get is these microphones that we all have, and also our other camera that's on Bei Bei is doing this. Darkness. So
Oh, no.
we
I
have.
could see. I could see the. Wait.
You can see my half of my face.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
raise this one up so we can see you.
Can you
that.
can people hear my instrument if I play?
We'll play it. Yeah.
Can they hear it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about this? Let me play a part of Tiger's Heart. Remember that piece
Oh,
we
yeah.
did together?
That's what we did together.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
play
I
it
think
for 'em.
that's called
Guys, I want you guys to experience the guzheng.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah. So since you guys are already here, I can't
Yeah.
just not play anything. So
That part.
so maybe Fingazz, you can tell people a little bit about Tiger's Heart. What it's about.
So, Tiger's Heart is something we did for Substance Over Hype, where we had a lot of martial artists and swinging swords over her head. I wish we could play the video, but we won't have audio because of my system. But we wrote this song basically with like a hip hop beat under it.
Yeah.
And it was basically to encapsulate kind of like the martial arts form and dance and the spirit, right? Which we call a Tiger's Heart.
Yes, exactly.
So,
and
show 'em.
it also for like the Canon camera, right?
Oh, that's right. It was
as
for a Canon commercial.
Yes, for commercial.
Canon commercial
Yeah.
for their new camera.
Yeah, it was a good camera.
It was good.
Yeah.
So show them how it sounds.
All right.
Let's go.
what you know about that, though.
Nobody know about that. Now we do.
Wow.
Jesus, that's beautiful.
So
More.
this is what we were trying to give you tonight over like a funky beat
Yep.
with like just popping funk, and then that over top of it was we were going to create something really original and different. But I have no way to make any sound except slapping the keys, and you could hear her from our microphones, and that's all.
Well,
we got.
Angela let me know that they can hear us loud and clear, so it sounds good.
Okay, so hey, even though we don't get to make music, which we could do, we'll do this another time for sure. Because I still want to do this idea that we talked about.
Yes.
But at least they can hear us talk.
Yeah.
And I think I had
And the camera's better. You're not chopped off.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Good.
I had some interesting questions that I wanted to know about you that would be interesting for people to know too. Now that they know who you are.
Yeah.
So when did you start playing guzheng?
I started
Guzheng.
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 Yeah. I was gonna put this on my tripod. Do you mind? Me to put
Yeah.
that?
Baby, Karen says that is beautiful.
Thank you,
That's beautiful,
Karen.
baby.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Karen.
Thank
What's
you.
up, Karen in the house?
Logan's in the house.
Logan Flett, what's up? Carlos.
Angela. I think who else? I hope I didn't miss anybody.
LA Yankee girl in the house.
James Antoine.
Oh, James Antoine in the house. What up?
He said, "Hey, how you?"
Sorry if you guys missed it. We're having major technical difficulties. We can't really produce music right now. My whole system is effed up. But we're gonna at least hear some stuff from Bei Bei from our microphones, which is the only thing that kind of works. And then and also we're gonna find out more about
how to fix this problem.
I wish
No,
we
she has
could
a great
figure
sense
that
of
out.
humor. Okay.
Maybe somebody in the audience can tell us
We
what's
hung
going
out
on.
before.
I
She's funny.
don't think so.
She's
Okay.
Because I'm pretty technical, and if I can't figure it out, it's gonna take me all weekend.
Yeah,
So
you have to search online and find on a support forum.
I will do that, but
Yeah.
like with people on the live, I'm not going to spend 15, 30 minutes going through YouTube. But I think with the time we have, because we did have limited time tonight, I think it would be interesting for not only you played Tiger Heart, which was awesome, maybe one more, but like let's figure out how you learned this instrument.
Okay, that's been. I started to play the instrument when I was almost 7 years old.
Okay.
So when I was around 6, I had a family friend who was playing it.
Okay.
So one day I went to her house and she was practicing a simple tune.
Yeah.
She probably only learned for like 3 months or so. I just fell in love with the instrument. It's kind of like magic to me. So I kind of forced my parents, okay, I want to learn this. Give me the lessons, find me a teacher. I was nagging to my mom for months. Because at that time, it's 1989, right? So in China, most people
that was in China.
Yes, in China. Yeah, at 1989, like most people, they don't have much money. Like they just earn a very fixed income. Like they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
Like, but no, so
and guzheng is expensive, right?
Yeah, and the lessons, and so because there isn't really group class. You just take private lessons. So my parents has really kind of commit. They found out I was really wanting to learn it, so they could, all right, then let's just do it for her. Yeah. So I'm really grateful for my parents. They were
because it was a big challenge for them to make sure you had money for the instrument, the lesson.
Yes, totally.
And how much pressure was that for you to be? I better be good.
That work because you begged them.
I know my parents did a lot of work.
I think the beginning is all fun to me. I was just happy to learn, but the practicing is a lot of pressure. I was 2 hours every day, daily. Yeah. Later on, like 4 hours on the weekend. There's no break. I was even practicing on Chinese New Year Eve. On the Chinese New Year day. So there was not really like a regular childhood for me. Like all the other kids were out there playing with their friends. I was at home, boom, 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 drilling.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But that's good that if your parents believed in you for you to take it that serious. Yeah. That's respectful. I mean, I like it.
Totally. Yeah. I have to give a big thank to my parents how much they sacrificed.
Yeah,
for me to
baby's
learn.
parents, give it up.
Babe, actually, I was asking Baby earlier.
If I had my button that worked.
Babe, I was actually asking Baby earlier about you because her daughter, and actually she's about to be
Yes,
I was asking her like if she, you know, is interested in doing that too, but it's interesting because you can tell the story when you.
The stores I killed my daughter's interest in learning
Oh,
the
yeah.
guzheng.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You can't force your kids to do what you do. Yeah.
Oh, I was not being a good teacher to her. It's all my fault.
Too much pressure or what?
But you teach all the time, so it's different with your kid, right?
So because my daughter, she's kind of like like she was born with a lot of talent in music. You know, so the way she learns is different than normal people. Like normal people, like I can teach like a normal regular child. Okay, read this sheet music and then play dun 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 and follow my instructions, right?
Yeah.
But my daughter, she's kind of a girl. She learns from her ears.
That's what I was like. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she can improvise on the guzheng, listen to a backing track, do it very good, good rhythm, good feeling.
Right.
She kind of mimic me. You know, she knows how to make it
Right.
pretty.
Yeah. I love it.
So I was so excited when she was about 5 years old. I was so excited because she was showing interest in learning this. So I said, okay, how about I give you lessons, right? And in the beginning, she was really good, very cooperative. But later on, I started teaching her how to read sheet music and remember notes like do, re, mi.
Yeah.
She couldn't get it. And I was so frustrated. I said, okay, come on, I'm a musician, I'm a musician's daughter. How can you not know able to read like do, re, mi? You know, like I'm keeping teaching her, but she just couldn't get it. It's just not, her brain's not wired like that way.
Yeah.
So I got frustrated, you know.
Yeah.
Then she kind of like, oh, this is not fun anymore. No, I don't want to do it anymore. So that's what happened.
Yeah, that's I know from experience that some people translate music differently.
Yeah.
When I took actual piano, I taught myself a little piano,
Mm-hmm.
and it was all by ear.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to learn proper now.
Yeah.
So I took a course in a junior college, and the teacher was very frustrated with me because I would kind of be able to kind of read the music.
Yeah.
But once I played it once, I memorized it. And
Yeah.
Now I just want to play by ear, so I looked at my hands instead of the sheet music.
Mm-hmm.
So the teacher would yell at me like, why are you not looking at the sheet music? Because I memerized it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to look at the music. I want to look at my hands. But you're
Yeah.
not supposed to look at your hands. Yeah, and I argued all the time. Like, I don't need to look at that.
Yeah.
And I would and then she kicked me out of the class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And she said she flipped the book
Yeah.
on our lesson book for sheet music to the like 300 page.
Oh my God.
And she said,
Play this.
learn that piece, play it for your final. Don't come back until the end.
Okay.
I don't want to see you here.
Okay.
Wow.
So I played the final. But what I did for my final is I played, it was like Moonlight Sonata or some kind of Beethoven or something.
Yeah.
And I did an orchestration of it
Okay.
in my computer. And I brought it back and I said, here's my final. And I said, play the tape. She was so angry. She did, because, you know, old school.
Yes.
She wants me to just read the music. And I said, not only did I learn your stupid little Beethoven song, but I reorchestrated. I put string arrangements and everything. And then she played it, and she literally flunked me from the class.
No way. That's
She
a
was
hater.
so pissed off.
That's some teacher on
Pissed
student
off.
hater
Because I didn't do it her way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I know what you
like
mean.
me, I want to do it by ear.
Yeah.
I don't want to read the music, you know. And I told you my grandma played the organ, but she couldn't do anything without reading sheet music. So when I play on her organ, I would make songs up. And she's like, how are you doing that? They're corny little stupid songs, right? But she had no idea how I could even like formulate chord progressions and different things without sheet music. Because there's one way, and like the right way is in the middle, right? You know the theory, and you know the ear, and you know the feeling. The middle is the best. So stubborn people like me were like, I don't want to learn the theory. You know, I want to just do it my way. I want to just feel it and hear it and do it that way. Your daughter is probably like me.
Yeah, I do. Cause
she doesn't want to do the theory.
Yeah, it's very hard because right now she's learning piano, right?
Right.
And she's having the same challenge. Like she just wouldn't read. So her teacher, but sometimes, you know, it's hard for you to know the right fingering, right? If you don't know reading, you can't just go everywhere, and you are not really. And also, she still don't have a very good sense of like the pitch yet.
Right.
So she has been learning piano for about 9 months, but I feel she's progressing pretty slow compared to a regular student. Because a regular student might already know how to read and play a bunch of longer songs.
Yeah.
But for her, she's still kind of struggling on trying to figure it out, and she's not ready and do it, and she's going very slow. So right now, I'm just kind of take my space back. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way. Yeah. She might end up like you, right? Like just so not able to become a pianist.
She might make the next Lean Like a Choke.
So yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Like first of all, with children, you have to give them a little space. Like our niece wanted to play guitar, so we got her a guitar, and we had my friend Sheldon teach her some basics, just to get her started. The basic chords, fingering,
and we figured
strumming,
she's gonna be into it and then not into it.
And we thought like she's gonna hate it. Her fingers are gonna hurt. With that, you have calluses.
Yes, I do.
and we thought like, okay, she's gonna be over this, but let's give her the chance to try. She was so good. Sheldon, my friend Sheldon, would call us.
Sheldon A. Shout out to Sheldon A.
Shout out to Sheldon A.
If he's ever in here right now.
He's probably playing a gig today.
Yeah, I know, but Sheldon A. Hey.
He called us and he said, she's learning so fast. She's so good. And then she wanted an electric guitar.
We're like,
okay, well, you're serious. So we got her an electric guitar. We got her little pedals with sound effects and everything. Put your headphones on, you can hear it. And she
was shredding.
She did really, really well. One day she would FaceTime us and she's like, look, Uncle, I just learned Hotel California.
Okay.
And she's playing it perfectly.
Oh.
She listened by ear. And it was like, wow, she's, But then she kind of lost a little interest.
She started drums a little bit. That was
she's trying drums. She's trying piano. When she was up here for a couple weeks last year, I spread out the piano out there, and I put all the notes on the keys, and I taught her all the major scales and the major minor chords. Basic shit on piano.
Okay.
She practiced all week, and now she by the end of the week she's like playing songs on piano.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
How old is she?
Shell be 15 on the 27th.
She's coming up for her birthday in June.
Wow.
End of June here. And but she's not 100% serious about any of it.
Because she plays sports too. Like she's like at the stage where she's like when she's played soccer or like this. But I don't
the point I'm trying to make is that when your kids are young, they don't know what their passion is.
They're little sponges.
They might be quick learners at something, but are they going to be really passionate?
Yes.
And even if they are, they might change their passion.
Like you were passionate since you were 7. You're like, I want to do this.
Well, but I almost gave up. If my mom did not force me, I gave up already.
You felt it, but your parents forced you.
You told me you wanted this.
But at the beginning, it was. I wanted to. But, after half a year,
oh, no. Do something different. Yeah.
It's too hard. It's too much time.
Well, I did that with guitar. I started in like a 3rd grade. What age would that be? 8 or 9? 8 or 9, yeah. I started on guitar. That's okay, leave it.
Okay.
I was the headphones. I was like,
I started on guitar, and I took some.
Thank you.
Community college extra course, like after school course, and I excelled so much at the guitar in the very basic course. Yeah. The teacher said, "I'm going to put you in the 2nd level course."
Okay.
And then we got into finger picking. And I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I was like, it's too hard. It hurts my fingers. And I quit. But I was really doing good at guitar. And I wish I stayed with it. Like, I'm mad at myself that I didn't stay with guitar. So, good for you. You stuck with it.
Yeah. This is amazing. So
literally a master of this instrument. Like, so you guys, you guys understand, like, Bei Bei is pretty much the
international frequency.
at least in I think at least in USA, the best guzheng player.
Oh, for sure.
She's been in Apple commercials.
Yes, she has.
She has played with symphony orchestras.
Yes, she has.
She's been featured on all kinds of amazing things. Put her on her own records.
We've seen her perform. It's
Which I mentioned she's done like funk records where she's tried to branch out where this instrument can go. I met her by bringing her on to some massive Chinese singer I was producing in Beijing, and she killed that. She's doing a lot of stuff.
Is there anything we're missing? Because I know I follow you on Instagram. Is there anything that anybody needs to know that you're like really passionate about doing?
Well,
right
you
now?
just finished a new record, right?
Oh yes,
Talk
yes,
about it.
yeah. I actually released one of the single from the record.
Okay.
On May 28th. It's about like a week ago.
Okay.
Actually,
Congratulations on that.
thank you.
You're
That
welcome.
one's actually not on this instrument. It's
Oh,
on a
really?
different Chinese zither.
Oh.
It's called
okay.
guqin.
Guqin.
That's right.
Right.
Guqin.
Guqin. And
So-
tell everybody what the difference is.
Okay.
With the guqin from the
Guzheng.
guzheng.
So first of all, the word gu, which is in front of both instrument, right, means ancient.
Okay.
So it's actually an extra word modern Chinese people put in front of this instrument name to emphasize they are from ancient time.
Right.
So the ancient time, this is called zheng, and that one is called qin.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
So guqin is older than the guzheng. So this one, the history is about 2,500 years around that time, right?
Wow.
But the guqin is it says believe between 3,000 to 5,000 years old.
Wow.
So it's a really, really old Chinese
I
instrument.
thought I was old.
That's why it's called
Shit.
gu, ancient.
Good
Yeah,
Lord Almighty.
definitely.
You're doing good, baby. You're doing good.
Yes. Wow. And what is the sonic
Okay.
tonal differences?
So the look, first of all, the guzheng is pretty big, right? The guzheng is much smaller. It's got
Okay.
only 7 strings and
Oh.
also much shorter. It's about this long, the guzheng, and about this wide.
It's more what you'd see in a traditional zither.
But it's kind of a long shape, long, slender look. And it does not have any bridges. So it's just like a strings.
Flat.
Yeah, flat. But on the soundboard, you will see those white, kind of like a dot on the
Like a
guitar,
fret.
like fret, exactly.
yeah.
We call it hui. So basically, that kind of tells you a certain pitch.
Okay.
And also in between the hui, you can also produce different pitch. So it's kind of like a really free pitch instrument. You can get a lot of notes from one string compared to this one. And the guzheng has a very deep, low sound, very meditative actually. So in the ancient time, even nowadays, we play the guzheng to cultivate yourself. Like all the elite Chinese or all the well-educated people back in the ancient time, they all play the guzheng. This is not like really considered like that.
This is a peasant
no.
instrument.
No, this is not considered a folk instrument.
Okay.
Folk
Peasant, folk peasant.
folk instrument. But that one is considered like an elite instrument. I would say that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called something.
This is a
And-
hood instrument right here. Chinese hood.
He's crazy.
But this guzheng is more popular because just you can play a lot of different modern music to it. It's got a much loud volume you can produce. Got a very dynamic, dynamic expression. But guzheng is more like a fine and kind of reserved a little bit in certain ways.
Like classical music versus like I don't know, like classical music is like really.
It's just it takes a lot of time to you appreciate the guzheng because sometimes some music is not very melodic either. So it's all about the bands you produce. But anyway, so that's guzheng and the guzheng. But the single I just released actually kind of break that feeling of guzheng. It's because it's electronic music and I got a really great organic kind of like down tempo beat to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and with this ancient sound and with the particular
So is it like lo-fi beats? Under
it's
it or
not
something?
lo-fi actually. It's kind of it's kind of hard to describe. I can play a little bit for you
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
phone.
Let's hear some.
Maybe it's called Walk the Fame. Walk the Fame. All right.
Okay.
The title is very original. If you Google it, you will not find the title anywhere
No,
else.
'cause,
Walk
yeah,
the
'cause
Fame.
that-
Walk the Fame.
'cause
Okay.
Nobody really says that.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah,
So
that's
so
good.
anyway, but why I even titled it right? because I actually does modeling. I do runway model just for fun. It's
Yeah.
for like, you know,
I can
something.
see that. Girl, bye. Let's
Thank
stop.
but so I kind of in the beginning when I got this electronic music from my partner, his name is Paul Elliott. He lives in London. He sent it to me, okay? And originally I was gonna write something with the guzheng with it, but after I feel like test, I just don't feel it. I don't feel like I can do it with the guzheng. So I decided to test it out with the guqin, and it really worked. So that kind of comes kind of like not planned. And the beat gave me a feeling like it's kind of like on a runway walk. Just somebody really
sounds like that.
somebody like really like confident. Like you kind of project that confidence and you project that strength, and also got this kind of like kung fu martial art feeling to it. So it's more like I would describe to people when you listen to the song, you can imagine like a kung fu master coming out from the sunrise and going to his next adventure, or a model walking, strutting on runway stage, just like being
owning it,
owning it. So that's kind of the mood of the walk the fame.
I love it, dude. I love it. I love I'm always trying to be on a runway.
I want to play it. The messed up thing is it won't play through the speakers.
Well, maybe your phone, you'll play a little bit of it.
Yeah, we play from the phone.
If you have
right up to my mic.
Yeah, you have a Spotify or Apple Music.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah, you just go.
We're not prehistoric.
Yeah.
We're not ancient.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I have Spotify.
I definitely have to get some pictures of this before you leave, if you don't mind. So
it's my newest piece on the thing. If you go to my profile, you should see that one.
Walk the Fame.
That's right.
Your mic's louder. Put it by your mic. Put it by your mic. Cool.
The strings are silk. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And I just went on a runway too.
Oh yeah.
So that's me singing a little bit.
Oh, good. I love it.
So you're supporting your melody. With
Yeah.
the vocal. Nice.
That's good. Yeah. Hey. Fuck yeah, dude.
Thank you.
I
So
love it.
So when you hear that, the textures, that sound, it's actually me. My hand is touching the silk string, the texture of the silk.
So you get a little
Produce.
scratch,
Yes.
kind of like a rough texture.
Exactly.
Which is very cool.
I mean, when you play a silk string guzheng, it's very healing because you feel the texture, like it's going
So
through
what
it.
is the difference with these strings?
Those strings, they are so they are like basically steel strings wrapped with the nylon and some
Okay.
a plastic and outside and wrap it. So this is nothing really like no.
Why can you get silk strings for this?
For guzheng, not really, because silk string is too soft and too easy to get out of tune. Yeah, it wouldn't really work for this instrument. But in ancient time, people did use it. But back then, people used playing music way different than now.
I mean, they didn't have nylon 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. In the back then, they were having silk and
no
steel,
nylon.
just like steel strings later on. But nylon is more like 20th century thing. But the guzheng, you can get the silk strings, or you can get the regular like a nylon strings. The silk strings are way more better. Yeah.
So let people know.
Real quick.
First of all,
yeah.
wait, go on.
I just want to say, S.A. Loco said, talk to it, Fingazz. Throwback Zach's in here.
What up, Zach?
And Karen, yeah, Bella approved. She's chilling. She is.
If you guys just tapped in, we had a major technical malfunction with my whole audio system, literally right before we went live, and it forced me to update, and nothing works.
So we were gonna make different today.
We were gonna make some dope funk with this guzheng, beautiful ancient Chinese instrument that Bei Bei is a master of, and we are dead in the water.
We are not. This is actually really.
But
I love
she
it.
could play it, and it could be picked up by our mics. So.
And I love the story time. It's like Fingazz.
Let's give them a little, like all the newbies that just came in.
Yeah.
Can you do one more?
Okay.
Play,
Let's see. Should I play a classical piece?
What do you feel? What are those Fingazz feel?
Fireworks. Oh yes, but we need some backing track.
together.
Yeah. I'm just tuning it.
Just so you guys know, you just came in. We just played Bei Bei's song, Walk of Fame. It's out now. Check it out. Spotify and iTunes and all, the
Look up Bei Bei. It's BEI.
I put it in the chat.
Walk of Fame.
I got you.
So this is a fireworks, but we don't have the backing track. So just me, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
That's enough. on YouTube. Look up Bei Bei fireworks. You can hear with all the orchestration, and we did a video with all kinds of crazy projected fireworks and
It's really
No,
amazing.
it was amazing.
That's really amazing.
Check it out.
Yeah, by the way, that piece, you just heard fireworks. I have performed with the Pacific Symphony with the whole orchestra backing.
That's
Entire
amazing.
orchestra backing it up.
Yeah, you be having some
Pacific
crazy
Symphony.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shows are crazy.
Well, I don't know how much more we can do. I'd like to fix my system, and maybe the last hour that we have, Bei Bei, maybe I can get something recorded. But I don't want you guys waiting for me, looking through Google, figuring out my issues.
Real quick, babe.
Yeah.
Essay Loco, because I guess something about this song, he said you need the remix to I Left My Heart in Tokyo. With this instrument,
Well,
I believe.
it's a whole different country.
I know. That's what I was going to say, but I was like,
Thank you, Essay Loco.
I'm just ready to throw it
Appreciate
out there.
that.
Dude, it's my job just to put the shit out, man.
Yeah, the remix is I Left My Heart in Beijing.
Oh, yeah.
Or fucking
Hong Kong,
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Oh, I
I like
never did that.
Shanghai.
What-
We can do
what part
Shanghai.
of China
See,
did you-
Essay Loco,
were you
I got
raised
your
in?
back, yo. I got
I
you.
don't know. I'm curious.
Chengdu. Okay.
Chengdu?
Do everybody knows Kung Pao chicken?
Yeah.
And do everybody know panda? Okay.
Okay.
So Kung Pao chicken is a Sichuan cuisine from my
Okay,
hometown.
so
right?
you guys know Kung Pao chicken? That's where she's from. She's from.
No, where Kung Pao chicken is invented, and the
It was
cuisine,
invented
the
in
cuisine.
Chengdu.
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 Yeah.
Chengdu.
Yeah.
So you're saying Kung Pao wrong. It's Chengdu.
No.
We're getting lost in translation all over the fuck
No,
out.
Kung Pao chicken is the dish name, okay, but where it's from, it's from Chengdu. All right.
Well, I'm going to call it Chengdu chicken.
Okay.
No, you can't do that.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Just because your fingers, you can't do that.
If Kung Pao chicken is made in Chengdu, I'm gonna call it Chengdu chicken from now on.
No, well.
You don't go to
Oh, here we go.
Pioneer Chicken and you say I want some KFC.
Wow, fingers, stop.
I'm just fucking around. I'm just playing
No,
around.
but by the way, baby, no, everybody it loves it. Like they're tripping out.
As
Oh,
they
thank
should.
you.
It's an
Thank
amazing
you.
instrument, and she's one of the best, if not the best, in America, as far as I know.
It's super fun. It has a great sense of humor. I love
And she's doing her thing. She's doing a lot of great things. We were hoping to do something really.
So that means we have to have her
amazing.
back, but like I know it's a little bit.
We'll
of
have
a
to
trek,
do this
but
again. We'll have to run this back
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
time allows.
If you want
We've
to.
We've actually tried to do this show.
Yeah, like
for
3 months
4
ago.
times.
But she's so
We keep
busy.
rescheduling with your busy schedule, my busy
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
This was the day it was going to happen, and the universe fucked me. It's okay.
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
But-
I say no. It's not your bad. Actually, no. It was a good. Honestly, it was good. You're good. Because
Oh, I have one more question, and then we're going to tap out.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm just,
So Chengdu,
Yes.
what region of China is
Okay.
that? Can you give us a
Southwest China.
okay? Can
So-
you give us the biggest major city from what is closest?
Chengdu is the major
I
city
know,
in
but,
that
but
southwest.
southwest.
Okay. So,
see, this is why I need my globe and my maps. Yeah.
all right, let's say China's like kind of look
Most
like
people only know Beijing, Shanghai, or,
Okay.
Hong
or
Kong.
so Shanghai is East China. Beijing is no, it's more like north, but northeast, but not kind of like a
so
middle
west meaning
north.
towards more.
Or
Europe.
southwest, actually very close to Tibet. And then after Tibet is in Nepal and then India,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
okay, that
So,
makes sense.
the Sichuan province, then there's the close to Tibet and the Himalayas, you know,
Yes,
like
yes.
yeah.
So that gives
This
better
is some,
perspective.
yeah.
Yeah.
that
I
makes
can
sense.
visualize it now a little bit
Mhm.
better. for
Yeah, and
sure.
That makes a
also,
lot
you
of
know, I forgot, panda bears, you know, like the
Yeah.
most loved panda
They're
bears,
so cute.
they are from Sichuan province, from my province.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
So when you think about panda bears, the Kung Pao chicken, you can relate to, Chengdu.
So that's why they had the panda there, okay? Because
So
the
any-
panda.
any-
okay,
any of
I'm
you
just
that
trying to
don't-
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody watching that doesn't know what a province is, because I had to learn that. Province is what we maybe equate
To
to
a
like a
state?
state.
Yes,
Or
state,
state or
exactly.
So it's like a
Okay.
state in the United States. So like you might have But provinces are pretty big, right? in
Yeah,
China?
yeah, pretty big.
So,
but it's kind of like here, US.
So you have like these states that
Mhm.
within the country, and then you also have cities within that province.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
you're in the Sichuan
Yes,
province?
yes. Sichuan is the province.
And
yeah.
then you're,
Chengdu is the
Chengdu is the city.
is the city, well, the capital city of Sichuan province.
Oh wow! Okay,
Mm.
there you go.
And
Hey, you guys got a geography lesson. You're welcome. You're welcome.
We'll definitely be. One quick question: how often do you get to go back, or do you have family still there?
oh yeah, I do. Especially now, I have my daughter. I'm trying to make her to speak Chinese better. So I
Right.
take her. Try to take her there every year, once for like a month or so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just also to meet the relatives.
So you have a lot of relatives.
I have
still?
some, not a lot, but I still have
Okay.
some relatives in China. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
And before we go, you have to let anybody, because I like I said, I follow your Instagram, and I feel like there's a couple things that you have coming up, like different shows or anything you want
Okay.
to check out.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
she has a website. You can
Yeah.
put it in the chat.
I'll
Yeah.
put it in the chat.
Yeah.
It's just
Bei
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 Zheng.
Zheng.
Yeah, BEIBEI ZHENG.com. So Zheng is the instrument
Yeah,
name
yeah.
without the gu.
I
You
know,
know?
I remember. And that means ancient.
Yes, gu means
Zhong-
ancient.
There's Zhong, and then there's Jing.
Qin.
Qin.
Yes, Qin.
That's the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Qin.
Yeah, Qin.
Qin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this shit down.
I think we're gonna start learning
You
some
can do
Chinese.
it.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to tap off right now because we can't really do what we really wanted to do, but we wanted to at least showcase this amazing artist and this instrument.
And hopefully she
and
comes back when we don't have technical
we'll have to
difficulties.
reschedule this when
Yeah.
our times align again, and we'll actually make music. But after hearing that last song, your new single, you might be coming up even. We might have to do some sync music.
Yeah,
Mm.
that walk, yeah.
Walk the fame, yes.
Walk the fame.
Walk the Fame,
that hit
that shit right
right.
there, that's gonna be in a TV show.
No,
Yeah.
And if you
We're
got
gonna
more
do
of
some
that,
business. We're gonna talk some business.
you
Yeah.
got more of that, we can talk, we can cook.
Thank you everybody for tapping in. I'm sorry that shit didn't work out properly.
Thank you,
tonight.
Bei Bei, for being here.
Thank you, Bei Bei, for being
Thank you
here.
for
Give it up
having
for Bei
me.
Bei.
Thank you for having me. Thanks everybody.
Thank you, Joe, once again, show producer.
That
and putting up with the bullshit.
Thank you, Bella, for just chilling like a
He's gonna
villain.
go edit television after this.
Karen,
Yeah.
Karen said thanks, baby. She
Donating
enjoyed
his
it.
time.
Thank you,
And we
Karen.
love you,
Karen.
Thank you.
Anyway, we're out.
Peace. Have a good
Say
weekend, y'all.
bye.
See you next
Bye.
Say
time.
goodbye,
See you.
Joe. Come in here and say goodbye. Get on the camera.
Get on the camera.
There
Karen.
he is.
Everybody- no, no, like,
Right, right, right.